So now we want to check and see if our makigami is cured. And we check to see if it's cured just by touch. And if it feels warm to the touch, then the makigami is cured. And this piece is cured. It's strong, it's very light, and it's warm to the touch, and that's the most important thing. So now what I'm going to do is reinforce this area of each piece with a little bit of wood glue. And I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm doing here. And I just have a little bit of wood glue in a container I recycled here, and I just put a little bit on my brush, like that. And I just paint this area that was flattened by the clothespin with a little bit of wood glue. And what this is going to do is we're going to cut this area after this wood glue dries, and we want it to have a finished appearance, and we don't want it to fall apart while we're cutting it. So we just reinforce this small area with wood glue. And now I need to wait for that to dry. The next step after the glue dries is to create a hole so that you can attach the pendant to a necklace or attach a finding to an earring. And to create that hole for small stuff, I use a drill bit with some tape to it to just drill by hand through that area. For a large area, for a larger piece, I use a bigger drill bit, because this is going to need to fit a necklace through here. And all I do is apply a little bit of pressure and turn my drill bit to get it started. And I just twist, just like that. And it slowly drills a hole through here. You want to try to keep your fingers on the tape, because the drill bit will make little cuts in your finger that aren't particularly comfortable. And we just work this through here. And you can see I've got a little hole started here. And I'll work it from the other side now too. Let's get it started. And spin that. Just like that. And this is why we put that coating of glue on here, because we're applying a fair amount of pressure, and this is the point where your piece might fall apart if you didn't put glue on it. And I think I'm very close to getting it through now. And I can actually feel the drill bit coming through, and I go even slower as I get close to making it through. So now we've got a hole right there. And the next step, I'm going to zoom in so you can see this a little more closely. The next step is to cut a little finish edge on the top of this pendant. And so I'm going to cut, I try to stay away from my hole. I'm going to cut at a diagonal like that, flip it, and cut it at a diagonal on the other side. And then I just round that point, just like that. Very simple finish edge. And now this is ready to go on a necklace. I can use a little bit of sandpaper and sand this if I want to. I could paint this if I wanted to. And my earrings, I'll show you how to add some findings. Now we do the final step, which is attaching some sort of a strap or necklace to our pendant. And I like to use this leather. It's from a craft shop. And that's really simple. You just stick it through the hole and you're done. The earrings are a little more complicated, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing here. The earrings require the use of something called a finding, and I use a little circle along with this earpiece. And this earpiece has a shaft that goes through the hole in the ear, and then this little loop that receives the circle. The little circle goes between the earring and the earpiece. And I just use a pair of pliers in one hand, and all I do is I twist this open. Okay, I'm not pulling it in this direction, I'm just twisting it open. And I drop my earring, I stick my earring through the hole I made in the earlier step. And now I stick this earpiece through, and I want my earring to hang just like this. So that means this earpiece needs to be turned around so it'll go through the hole in the ear in the proper direction. Like that. And now I just close this circle by twisting, and I'm done. There's my earring with a finding in it.